Your body is constantly sending you signals. Some are small, some are serious. But after 70, these signals become even more important. Are you paying attention? As we age, our bodies change in ways we might not even notice at first. Some changes are natural, but others can be warning signs that something deeper is happening. Ignoring them could lead to serious consequences, but recognizing them early gives you the power to take action. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 important changes that might indicate your body is trying to tell you something. These aren't myths or guesses. They are backed by real research, real patterns observed in people who live long, healthy lives. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and, more importantly, what you can do about it. Stay with me till the end, because you might be overlooking something that could make a huge difference in your health and longevity. Before we dive in, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss life-changing health tips. And if you find this helpful, share it with your friends. It could make a difference in their lives too. Now, let's get started. One of the first and most important signs to watch for is your walking speed. It might seem like a small detail, but research has shown that how fast you walk after 70 can reveal a lot about your overall health and longevity. Think about it. Walking isn't just about moving from one place to another. It's a reflection of your muscle strength, balance, cardiovascular health, and even brain function. People who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer and stay healthier than those who slow down significantly. Imagine 2 individuals, both 75 years old. One of them walks every morning, keeps a steady pace, and doesn't struggle when crossing the street or climbing stairs. His movements are fluid, balanced, and confident. The other used to be active but has slowed down over the years. He struggles to keep up with others, takes frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. This difference isn't just about aging, it's a sign of what's happening inside the body. A slow, unsteady walk can indicate muscle weakness, poor circulation, and even early neurological decline. When your legs start to weaken, your overall resilience declines. But here's the good news. Walking speed is something you can improve. The more you move, the stronger you stay. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making small efforts to build strength, whether it's taking more walks, using light weights, or doing simple leg exercises. Because in the end, how fast you move through life, literally, can tell you a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. So pay attention to your pace. It might just be the simplest way to check in on your longevity. Another powerful indicator of your overall health after 70 is your grip strength. It might not seem like a big deal, but the strength of your handshake can reveal more about your future than you think. Research has shown that grip strength is directly linked to longevity. A firm, steady grip suggests strong muscles, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or declining grip can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of serious health complications. Picture 2 men, both 78 years old. One has always had a strong handshake. He stays active, does light weightlifting, and never has trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. The other has started noticing that simple tasks, like twisting the cap off a bottle or holding onto a heavy bag, feel harder than before. He dismisses it as just part of aging, but what he doesn't realize is that his weakening grip is a sign that his muscle mass is declining. Losing grip strength isn't just an inconvenience. It's a sign that the body is becoming weaker, making everyday activities harder and increasing the risk of falls and injuries. But the good news is that it's something you can improve. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, or carrying light weights can help maintain your grip and keep your muscles strong. So take a moment and test your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than it used to, or if everyday tasks are getting harder, don't ignore it. Because how well you hold on to things today might just tell you how well you'll hold on to life in the years to come. Balance is something most people don't think about until they start losing it. But after 70, your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds can be one of the strongest indicators of how long you'll live. Studies have found that people who struggle with balance are at a much higher risk of falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. On the other hand, those who can maintain their balance well into their later years tend to live longer and stay healthier. Imagine two women, both in their early 70s. One has always been active. She walks daily, does yoga, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. The other hasn't paid much attention to her balance. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts tipping over, needing to grab onto something for support. What she doesn't realize is that this loss of balance isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. Good balance relies on strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain. If you notice yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to hold onto walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action. The best part? Balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or practicing light Tai Chi can help rebuild stability. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Because the more you work on your balance today, the stronger and steadier you'll be in the years ahead. Sleep is more than just rest. It's your body's way of repairing itself, strengthening the immune system, and keeping your brain sharp. But after 70, changes in your sleep patterns can be a serious warning sign about your overall health. Studies have shown that people who maintain consistent, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and stay healthier. On the other hand, those who struggle with poor sleep have a higher risk of memory decline, heart disease, and a weakened immune system. Think about two men, both in their mid-70s. One follows a steady bedtime routine, sleeps around 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. The other tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and often struggles to fall asleep at all. Over time, the second man starts experiencing brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his declining sleep quality. If you wake up often during the night, have trouble staying asleep, or feel exhausted even after a full night's rest, don't ignore it. Poor sleep can be caused by stress, poor diet, lack of physical activity, or even undiagnosed conditions like sleep apnea. The good news is that sleep quality can be improved. Simple changes like reducing screen time before bed, sticking to a regular sleep schedule, getting natural sunlight in the morning, and avoiding heavy meals at night can make a huge difference. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about keeping your body and mind functioning at their best. So tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up tired, struggle to stay asleep, or feel like your sleep has changed in recent years, it's time to make adjustments. Because how well you rest today might just determine how strong and healthy you stay in the years ahead. Your appetite and eating habits say more about your health than you might think. After 70, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can be a warning sign that your body isn't functioning as it should. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet keep your muscles strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels high. But when your appetite decreases, it can signal underlying health issues like metabolic slowdown, nutrient deficiencies, or even early signs of cognitive decline. Consider two women, both 74 years old. One enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, and maintains a steady weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals and feels energized throughout the day. The other has noticed that she just isn't as hungry as she used to be. She skips meals, relies on processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What she doesn't realize is that her declining appetite isn't just a small change, it's a red flag. When you're not eating enough, your body starts breaking down muscle, leading to weakness, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illness. A decreased appetite can also mean that your body isn't absorbing nutrients properly, which can weaken your metabolism and immune system. If you've noticed changes in your eating habits, feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's important to take action. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods, stay hydrated, and pay attention to any sudden shifts in your appetite. Because the way you eat today has a direct impact on how strong, independent, and healthy you'll be in the years ahead. Stress isn't just an emotional burden. It has a direct impact on your physical health, especially after 70. How you handle stress can determine how well you age, and in some cases, even how long you live. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. On the other hand, people who manage stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take two men, both 76 years old. One faces challenges just like anyone else. Unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues, but he has learned to handle them with a calm, steady approach. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. The other man, however, holds on to stress. He constantly worries about things outside of his control, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress wears on his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels drop. Long-term stress triggers inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward, or do you let stress take control? Your ability to stay calm, focus on solutions, and let go of unnecessary worries isn't just good for your mind. It's one of the most important factors in how long and how well you live. The strength of your social connections can be one of the clearest indicators of how long you might live after 70. Studies have consistently shown that people with strong relationships, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. On the other hand, loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Think about two women, both 78 years old. One has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with family. She looks forward to conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of connection to the people around her. The other spends most of her time alone. Over the years, she has lost touch with many of her friends, and though she has family, she rarely reaches out. As time passes, she starts feeling more isolated. Her mood declines, and her overall health begins to suffer. Human connection isn't just about emotional support. It plays a direct role in physical health. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals that promote overall well-being. Social engagement has even been linked to a lower risk of Alzheimer's and other cognitive disorders. If you've found yourself withdrawing from social activities, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than you used to, it's time to change that. Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making it a habit to have meaningful conversations, can make all the difference. The relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness. They help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Now that you know these 7 warning signs, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence? Or have you noticed subtle changes that might be signals from your body? The good news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone. The choices you make today can have a powerful impact on how many years you have ahead of you and, more importantly, the quality of life you experience in those years. If you've recognized areas where you need to improve, don't wait for a doctor to tell you it's time to make a change. Start now. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize good sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to manage stress. Small, consistent actions can lead to big improvements in your health and longevity. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. If you found this video helpful, Let us know in the comments which of these signs you've noticed in yourself or someone you know. Your thoughts and experiences matter, and sharing them can help others on their journey to a healthier life. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is in your hands. Make the most of every day, because a strong and fulfilling life is still within your reach.